Hey y'all, I'm making a video. Yes, bro. I know, bro. I was going through something, bro. Please. I'm sorry. I'm making this video, number one, due to my prolonged hiatus, and number two, because I've been infuriated. I'm infuriated. If you don't know me already, hello, my name is Kalaya. If you're new to my channel, hey. If you're not new to my channel, today I will be ranting about the misinformation and the spread of weaponization of mental health disorders or mental illness.
And in fact, the Joker unfortunately overplays the idea that mental illness and violence are linked.
There's this documentary on Netflix, Unknown Number, and I haven't watched it, but I've had the misfortune of seeing the entire plot basically play out in front of my eyes. The mother of the daughter that is starred within this TV show was basically harassing her daughter and her friends anonymously from an unknown number. She was literally bullying her daughter, harassing her daughter in many different ways. But not only were people in the comments trying to label the mother as having some sort of mental health disorder, but seeing clips of the TV show, it almost looked like the production team as well were trying to get the audience to sympathize with this mother's actions. And that really ticked me off, because I'm not trying to disregard the fact if she does have a mental health disorder or a mental health issue. It's the fact that people are trying to excuse and defend this woman's actions by having a hypothetical mental health disorder, number one. My second premise, recognition of certain people. I'm like, when have y'all ever genuinely advocated for mental health disorders? Why choose now? Why choose somebody that needs to be held accountable for terrible actions?
Authorities allege Kendra Lakari secretly sent her daughter and daughter's boyfriend thousands of hateful texts and messages for months. Authorities allege Lakari used software to hide the origin of the messages, using several numbers and area codes.
Is consciously aware of decisions for eons, like for God knows how long. If somebody having some sort of mental health disorder or mental illness has been the entire plot of a movie, a book, a TV show, this stigma of violence being linked to mental health has been plaguing society. I just rolled out of bed, so if I look a little rough, that's why. But I'm so strong about this certain premise itself because, like I've said, for centuries basically, the producers of all forms of media have been raking in millions, profiting from people's struggle and pretty much making certain disorders be skewed into linking an individual to showcasing violence. The disorder the main character had in American Psycho, it's dissociative identity disorder. That doesn't make you a violent person. Of Mice and Men, I did my own research and I don't have the qualifications for it, but I came to the conclusion that he was showcasing symptoms of Asperger's syndrome, which is a form of autism that delays your progress in speech, social cues, and etc. It's very rare for these individuals with these certain disorders to showcase violence, because 9 times out of 10, the acts of violence they showcase are towards oneself. How they view themselves, how they think of themselves, what they physically do to themselves. And it's very harmful for media to continuously keep showcasing individuals with mental health disorders as violent, because you are putting out to, number one, the general public, number two, individuals with these disorders, that, oh, this is their fate or this is my fate and I'm going to turn out evil and I'm going to turn out bad, when the real problem is that 9 times out of 10 people that commit acts of violence and aggression are actively choosing to do it. And it doesn't matter what disorder you have. If you are a bad person, you will make everyday decisions to be a bad person. There's no excusing that. If you are a good person, you will actively make good decisions every day towards being a good person. It's harmful to keep trying to label people as having a disorder that handicaps them from seeing good from bad, when 9 times out of 10, when individuals do have that, they still have some sense of empathy that they try and attempt to showcase, and again, it's very limited and hard for them because that's how their brain works. Because you're saying that because this mother was being violent and a terrible person to her daughter, oh, she automatically has some sort of mental health disorder. No, she's just a bad person. And even if she has some sort of mental health disorder, that does not negate from the fact that she needs to be held accountable. What people are trying to do is excuse her actions by slapping on, oh, she's mentally ill. What the are you talking about? I constantly see people make a mockery of anxiety, schizophrenia, autism all of the time. And there is such a scarcity of people actually breaking these disorders down and being like, these are human beings as well. You gotta understand, like, this is something that's a part of them forever. Or when people in general say that I have anxiety, there are many spectrums of autism, there are many spectrums of anxiety. I've been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, but I don't say generalized anxiety disorder. I'm like, I have anxiety. By definition, my anxiety is something that is very hard to control. Now, I'm at a place now where I make sense of it, and you know, I'm not a very, well, hold on, am I lying? My anxiety does start to come out in forms of like irritability. So when I am anxious, I come off as looking irritated because I'm overstimulated. It's too much going on. I need the world to stop for a second, and the world can't stop. It's hard for us. People don't sit back and try to really understand and comprehend what the world is like for us, and they automatically put it as, oh, she just do too much. You are making this harder. Society deems people as weak with certain disorders or approaches them condescendingly, like, because I'm neurotypical, I'm automatically better than you. It's way more common than you think. A lot of the times, people that think like this are just undiagnosed. I swear to God. And they know they can't go to therapy because they will be diagnosed with something. Swear to God. It's way more common than you think. It really pisses me off that society, again, is selectively permeable to who and what they want to advocate for when it comes to mental health disorders. And then no matter what the mental health disorder or no matter what the illness is, in some way, shape, or form, whoever it is, that person struggles. No matter how much a mental health disorder, whether it progresses someone into society or it delays that progress, and each and every one matters, because a diagnosis of an illness means that there's a problem. It means that there is something wrong, but it doesn't make the person themselves the issue. That's my rant for today. I have a lot to do today, including a few assignments. That includes a psychology assignment. But all right, let's get this show on the road. Bye guys. Stay safe, be safe, and peace and blessings.